Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins of all ages, welcome to another Sunday night edition of the greatest goddamn D&D stream in this world and the next here. Welcome, Goblins Under the Stairs. You got Soul Right the Destroyer ready to wreck your Sunday night with my epic crew, wrecking crew here. You got Fang the Mang, you got Wilma Chatterton, and of course, the greatest goddamn D&D DM in all the land here. It's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away here.
Boop, 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 boop. Thank you, Solrak. Welcome everyone back to tonight's Sunday night edition of Goblins Under the Stairs. Man, a lot has happened since the players have been back onto the material plane, as they finally make themselves back over towards Waterdeep with what seems like just a few nights left of before the apocalypse is coming. Does anyone want to give a quick recap of what happened the last time we were together before we jump on into this, get some inspiration? Going once, going twice. Alright, easy one to do. Last time we were together, you guys were still in the middle of the battle with the Elder Brain. And he was showing his prowess in the second half of this battle after you guys have already defeated some of the Mind Flayers. Showing his psychic abilities and abilities to take over your mind, stun you, leave you paralyzed. And of course just his brutal assaults with these tentacle whips left and right. But not a match for the Wrecking Crew, of course, as you guys persevered and destroyed him once and for all, ripping him apart, and saving your good old friend, little Ezekiel, out of one of these crystal pods that the Mind Flayers had them captured inside of. And with that, your new friends, Ghost Loranazel, Wilma decided to cast the plane shift spell and get you guys back towards Waterdeep, where you see this massive giant black moon looming over the city, much closer, much larger in size than it has been since you guys had been onto the material plane before. You see what looks like black tentacles, almost like wisp of clouds or smoke reaching around the moon, reaching out across the skies and giving this very eerie and scary feel, I guess, for lack of better words. But as you guys make your way over towards Wilma's homestead, right outside of the gates of Waterdeep, where a couple of her kids are running about, trying to make the best of the times that they have left altogether. Sadly, if the Wrecking Crew don't get on the road and save the day once and for all. So as you guys make your way back over towards Wilma's house, I'll let you guys take it from here.
I guess the first thing I would do is walk over to one of the kids and say, "How long has it been since I've seen you?"
Mom!
I whisper over to Fang. Mother of the year, huh?
Mama, where have you been? It's been so long. It's been... I mean, I can't keep track of time, but it's been a long time. Over a week.
You can't... As soon as he says, "I can't keep track of time," I vividly remember never teaching them how to tell time. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I think any crazy going-ons in the city?
A bunch of people have been leaving, running out in masses. It seems like I've seen sorts of things flying over the city, and the Lord's Alliance have been taking care of them, shooting them down and everything. But yeah, most of the shops, I mean, we haven't been in town in a little bit of time. We've been, been taken care of over here. But I've heard most of the shops have been closed up, vacated, and people have just been bunkering down, essentially. What's going on, Mom? No one will tell me anything.
Well, Dillamore, I think it's we're close to night time, if you will.
It's been night time for weeks now. It's just getting darker and darker.
You ever heard of a solar eclipse? It's just been a really long one.
I'm not 5. I'm 7. Of
Pardon
course.
moi. Yeah, it's just been a honestly, this happens once every couple 100 years. This really long solar eclipse. It's quite the phenomena.
That's
But
right.
yeah,
And then at the end of it, everybody dies violently and screams. It's super painful.
That's not what you tell a kid.
Mom?
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, it's going to be totally okay, and, yeah, you won't feel a thing.
You just see the
That's all
color
I'm saying.
completely wash away from his face as terrified just completely comes over, or a terrifying features comes over as he looks at Wilma and says, "Mama, I don't want to die. What's happening?"
Well, let's just say, if Mama has something to say of it, nothing's gonna happen, sweetheart. And I tussle his hair
That's a
little
good
bit.
mom.
I go, maybe you guys go in and warm up the pot, so we may need a quick bite.
Oh,
Speaking of warming up the pot.
Hilarious. We got the perpetual stew going all the time, Mama. You know how it is. We've been getting some carrots and some potatoes and throwing it in there. Come on in. We'll get you guys all a bunch of it.
That's my baby.
And it brings you guys inside, and you guys like kind of look over your shoulders. The city behind you. You just see the complete darkness shrouding over everything as you walk in, finally into the warmth of a dimly lit home. You know, candles and sconces illuminated inside of Wilma's home here, and a bunch of kids running around. A few of them jumping around on the furniture. A couple of them fixing up the soup and throwing a couple of things in there. One of them dips a ladle in, takes a sip. Oh, too hot! Too hot! Too hot! Needs a little something. You see her reach over and grabs like some spices from the counter and pours them in there. And yeah, as you guys walk on in there, what do you do?
Always a quick bite. I don't know, gentlemen. Do you want to maybe check out the town first? It looks like we may not have much time left.
Well, I think before we kind of get out of town, we meet with the Lord's Alliance and have them get to start heading to Daggerford as soon as possible. I mean, from the looks of it, we have less than a couple days, and we need to get all the numbers down there as soon as possible. So we gotta meet with them, find Cuomo. Any Harpers here that we might want to speak with, to get him, tell him to get down to Daggerford as well.
Oh, absolutely. We can stop by the we can try to stop by the portals, although it being in the middle of the undead zone, that could be a problem. But I do like where your head's going. We may just want to check in with the Lord's Alliance.
Definitely a start, and I know they have some numbers that would be able to help for sure.
Especially if they're still protecting the city.
Yeah, that's fair. And also just getting in contact with Harshnag and see what he's doing.
I guess we'll also have to find out where your flying ship is.
Well,
That's
So
right.
the Lord's
we gotta
Alliance
give
would probably
Harshnag
know that.
we gotta give Harshnag the signal because he knows where to meet us now. But
I thought we already sent him down to meet us.
Correct, but we said we'd give him a signal, so
I
he's
figure-
not just standing there.
Well, I mean, if he's already at Daggerford, it'd be a long signal.
or hear me out. Hear me out. Why don't we use our conches to teleport to, is it Maelstrom, to speak with everyone there? Because isn't that where Harshnag is?
No, I think we instructed all of them to go down to Daggerford and set up camp outside of the city.
That's right. But they were hidden in the woods, and then we told him we would send him a signal, and he knew where to meet us from there. They're hidden currently. If
Okay, so
everything went according to plan.
Yeah, but they're down by Daggerford, right? So
Yep.
We should probably tie up business here, get on the airship, and then get to getting.
Right. Well,
So do
All right, well, let's eat this perpetual stew and make haste.
we want to go take a? Do we want to go find the Lord's Alliance?
Yeah, I think any resting we do is gonna have to be on the airship on our way to Daggerford. So let's try and find the Lord's Alliance. Tell them to get on down to Daggerford.
I think that's a good idea. Before we go, I have a little bite of stew and kind of screw around the house a little bit, take some odds and ends, take some trinkets. Maybe let's go find the Lord's Alliance.
Why don't you roll a D100 for me, Wilma, and just let me know high or low.
Oh, well, I just
Well,
rolled it.
Alright, we'll do it again and choose before.
We're gonna go low.
Okay.
Hey, all right, big dog.
Too bad that wasn't a
Yeah.
divination.
Yeah, right.
Or whatever,
It's
not
perfect.
divination, whatever it's called.
Yeah, the God thing.
Yeah, because that would have been exactly what you needed.
Yep.
As you're looking
Let's
around
use that.
your homestead, grabbing some odds and ends, some trinkets and everything, light bulb flashes off in your head as you run upstairs and go to the kitchen. As you're grabbing some stuff from the basement, you run upstairs to the kitchen and you flip open a drawer. You throw some stuff out of the way and you see this gem encrusted bowl that's sitting there, and you're just like, how did I forget that I had this here?
Oh, this'll definitely come in handy. And then I look down. I look over at the guys. I go, I hope you're hungry. Much later though.
Yeah, that's fine. There's some. I know there's some rations on the ship, and I've got a couple mushrooms left as well.
Well, let's go find the guys. Let's go find the town watch.
So as you guys take a couple bites of the stew, rummage for some things, you quickly reconvene, head on out back towards the city of Waterdeep. City shrouded in complete darkness, and in a state that you guys are unfamiliar with, in the city of splendors here, the streets are almost completely vacant, outside of a few people kind of lurking throughout the shadows and going from building to building. It's very an ominous picture to witness as you guys see people, shrouded with a couple of coverings over their faces. They're not sure what exactly is happening around here, what's happening in general. They're just terrified and going from place to place, gathering whatever they need to bunker in and stay safe for whatever is impending. And as you guys make your way through the gates in the city, you're heading towards the Lord's Alliance right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, as you guys spend about 30-40 minutes traversing the streets, make your way up to the castle ward, you find that same, not bunker, but I don't know what you want to call it, infantry, or a barracks, I guess, where the Lord's Alliance situate themselves. And you push open the door to see just a small amount of them in there. As you guys were walking throughout the streets, you didn't really notice too many. Out in the distance, you'd notice a couple of armored guards, but hustled throughout the streets a little bit further until you could get your way to the Lord's Alliance barracks here. And as you make your way in there, as I mentioned, you see about maybe 3 guys standing in there, all of them looking exhausted and like they hadn't slept in quite some time, as they are just quickly grabbing a bite to eat and refreshing themselves.
Where's the orc? Well, gentlemen, how we feeling?
As you approach the Lord's Alliance members and speak to them, bags underneath their eyes, they look up at you, just shoveling stew into their mouths. They're like, it's been It's been a rough week. Terror has struck the streets. Flying aberrations coming out of nowhere, it seems like. Uh,
Hmm.
Most of the men we've already sent down to Daggerford to help out with the cause, but of course we've kept a few back, and we've been spread so damn thin. I haven't really gotten any sleep in I can't at least 3 days.
I look over at the guys, and I whisper over to Fang. It's only gonna get worse from here.
Afraid you're right.
I look back at the guy who was talking. I say, are there currently any aberrations in the city that you know of? Or have you guys disposed of them all?
From what have come in, and that we're aware of, we've disposed of as we interact and we run into them. But I mean, God only knows what could be lurking in the streets still. But rest assured, we're on it. We're on it. And he shovels in more steel. It's like we'll get out there and we'll keep on helping out as much as we can.
You have an idea what kind of numbers we have down in Daggerford at the moment?
I mean, about 85% of our men are down there.
We'll be joining the effort as soon as we can. We just have to load up on some supplies while we're here. Have the raids affected the town supplies or anything like that?
I mean, so many shops have been wiped out. People have been grabbing whatever they can and stockpiling everything and make sure that themselves and their families are okay. And I mean, I'm sure you guys saw the shops have been boarding up and lots of places closed down, lights off. But there's a few places you can still go about and grab a few things throughout the city. Mostly around here in the castle ward, of course. Make sure that our water haven stays safe as well.
Great. So, we'll check that out for supplies. Well, brothers, to give you at least some hope, we did just severely weaken Harvey's forces. We just got back from taking out the Elder Brain, which will really weaken him a lot. So, even though it's all coming to a head, I feel like we can survive this. Thanks to your forces as well, I feel even better about the chances.
I don't even know what to say. An elder brain was part of all of this too. Well, if you were
That's
able
right.
to get rid of that, then I'm sure that one of the legs of this table has been knocked loose and everything's ready to come crashing down. We just need to stay strong. Don't give up the fight.
That's right. So load up those bellies and get ready for one more round, because it's coming to a head, and once it's over, sweet, sweet bed awaits you for some long-needed rest, brothers.
That's right, but right now, there's no time for rest. We must save. We must protect. We will survive.
Yeah. You just gotta dig down deep for less than 2 more days. And then everything will go back to the way it was.
Kind of looks at you guys, wipes off his face as he's got this gruel just kind of slopped on in his beard, and stands up and he goes over and gives Solrak a big handshake, and then right down the line to each one of you guys says, God bless you. If it weren't for the three of you, this world would be a lot darker place than it already is.
A lot of thanks goes to you guys as well for helping us throughout this entire thing.
Right. Without people like you, I don't even think it would be enough for people like us to do anything. So bless you as well, brothers. We'll see you at the other side of this.
Good luck. And one of the shops I was mentioning, the Arcane Emporium, should still have a solid stockpile.
Arcane Emporium it is.
Good.
Thank you, brothers.
You guys didn't happen
And,
to see or locate a flying ship docking anywhere near the city, have you?
You have seen the flying ship outside of the outskirts of the city, just south, the south gate.
Thank you. That's our ride to the Lion's Den. So just keep this place locked down and let all your friends know that the wrecking crew will take care of the rest.
I think most everyone's already quite aware that we got the wrecking crew to thank.
Particular that Wilmore Chaddington. He's a good one too, right?
Never forget.
That's right.
See,
He was
goes-
able to shoot down a rock from the ground while being on that rock simultaneously. Pretty wild stuff.
I mean, he
Never
was
seen
a wild one.
That's right.
He also single-handedly killed a fire giant, the Lord of the Fire
That's
Giants.
true.
Crazy.
Totally him. That's right.
I'm
Anyhow,
glad we all agree. Anyway, shall we go shopping?
Let's do it.
I don't know if I want to go shopping with you after that comment.
Oh, trust me. You want to go shopping with me.
I want to go shopping with you.
I look him square in the face and I give him a two-eyed wink.
Let's go shopping.
You push out into the streets, back up towards the North Ward, where you guys kind of passed through, and make your way back up towards the Arcane Emporium, where you know Vespera Stormweaver, the shopkeep there. Bought quite a few arcane supplies from her and what have you, and takes you about 5-10 minutes of traversing through the streets to push on up through into there. Also Rex hidden. And you open up the door, and you see most of the shelves are bare in here. A few select items still remain. Vespera, her hair, usually in a tight, like updo, a little bit. You see like some loose ends coming off of her bun. Definitely not as well upkept as she typically is. Looks a little tired as well. She's sweeping the shop. Looks over at you guys and says, "Oh, the three of you, you're welcome back. Sorry, what we have here around is all that we have left. But please feel free to look around and let me know if you have any questions." As
I know for starters we're gonna need pretty much as many potions as you possibly have, healing potions.
Okay.
That's right.
She shows you the shelves of all the consumables that she has. You can go ahead and double click that note on that token.
That's
And
so cool.
I maybe spent too much time doing this, but
You spent just enough time doing it.
because if you hover over a thing, it even shows you exactly what it does.
Ooh. Pretty cute.
Ooh, oopsies.
So I'll give you guys a quick couple of seconds to look over that.
I would also at this point kind of ask for her help in reviewing what this new wand is that I got.
Oh, sure. Yeah, so she would look over it and says, yes, I do, of course, offer the Identify services for you if you'd like. It's just 50 gold pieces.
And I kind of like reach in my pockets and I have absolutely no money on me. And I go, maybe we could do some bartering with whatever this turns out to be.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I have too many things open now. Persuasion is up here.
14. Cool. With the 14, she would look at you and say, "Well, I will do the identify. If you don't want to pay for the spell, then I will keep the rod. Then is that a fair deal?
You will pay for the rod, maybe.
Oh, we shall see about that. Either you can pay for the identify spell, or
How about if I trade you 50 gold pieces worth of incense?
sure, that
Good
works
lord,
for me.
I'll give you the 50 gold pieces. Just
I have no money. then okay, it's on Soul Rack. And I hand her, and I
add
just
it to
look
my
at him.
tab.
All right,
50 gold pieces is fine.
certainly. Thank you. Thank
She
you.
has like 13 kids. That's the least I could do.
It's 12, but it feels like 13. She looks over the wand as you lay it down on the counter in front of her and waves her hand over it, and you see the twisted, like polished, like wood or not wood, bone that this staff is made out of. The intricate carvings on it begin to kind of glow a little bit, and they resemble like almost like tentacles. They start to pulse with this little bit of aura, and she kind of you watch as her eyes are closed, and she begins to like, kind of wince a little bit as she feels this energy pulsate off of this, and says, "This, this is some sort of magical wand designed and previously attuned to a mind flayer, is it not?"
Yes, actually, yes, it was.
This has all sorts of illithid type of energy running off throughout it. He goes on to explain different properties of it. If you want to look up the Mind Flayer's Devotion in your inventory, uh, it's a custom item, so it'll only be in your inventory if you search it.
Beautiful.
Any other items here catching anyone's eyes?
Oh yes, I'm just doing some math, milady. Give me a
I don't
second.
see them. I don't see it.
I'm going to do.
If you search like in your inventory and then like go to search for an item, it should show there.
Oh, my Flayer's Devotion. Let me add to equipment.
I think just rolling that 1 and that 20 back to back.
Oh shit. If
It's 2 equals 600. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take for sure 2 of the Kirtan's lotion thing. Lotion on the skin, or else he gets the nose again. The ointment. 2 of those. I'm gonna do. Where did it just go? 2 potions of growth as well. So that's 1200. Okay. 2 potions of speed. It's 2000. And 4 potions of greater healing. Actually, make that 5 potions of greater healing.
So you're at 3,000.
And how about you throw in a 6 for free after buying all that? Okay? Come on.
We'll see. So you're at 3,000 for you, right?
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
Fang.
3,050 actually, because of the 50 coins for Wilma.
Oh yeah, that's right.
all right, we'll do a potion of invisibility.
Okay, that's not greater invisibility, just so you know. If you attack or anything while you're on it, you become visible again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. So
Elixir of health.
okay.
And what quantity are we looking at for greater healing potions? How many does she have?
So what? 5 have been taken already.
Actually, a 6th.
We'll say that there's 9 total.
I mean, I'll just buy the last 4 greater healing potions, and we can divide them up
All right.
as we please.
So that's it then for those.
So that was 4 greater healing.
So that's 800. So that's 1350.
Okay, and then what did I say? This. Hold on 1 second. And you know what? Fuck it. Add a hill giant strength potion.
Fuck it, he said. Alright, yeah. Make sure you guys just add these to your inventory, of course. So, yeah, no magic items then, just consumables.
How much can I get for my wand?
Oh, you don't want it?
I want to. I want it, but I can't. I don't want to unattune to anything else.
So, just so you know, it's like a Wand of the War Mage +2, plus a bunch of things.
Ooh. Actually,
Yeah, but
I'm gonna
not
add
a-
a
I'm not a
potion
war
of fire
mage.
breath too.
You're a cleric.
Oh,
That's what a War Mage is, essentially. I mean,
shit.
not always, but I always just picture a War Cleric or a Domain. But yeah, it's any sort of spellcaster.
I'm adding a potion of fire breath too.
Okay, cool.
+2 bonus to spell attack rolls.
3,200 for me.
Hold on, so if I do that, does that affect my?
Would you said 3,300? Is that what you're at, Carlos?
3,200.
3,200, yeah. Luke, anything else for you?
That's where I shall stay.
Yeah.
That I believe is everything. Give me 1 second.
We'll go those uncommon items at the top. Those are cheap, and I mean, I won't say anything else.
Do you like cheap? Alright, hold on.
Yeah, they don't require attunement or anything like the one does, but
And same, none of the rare items acquire attunement either.
yeah.
Really?
That's the
Ooh.
disappearance. Goggles of the night, dark vision. We all
Did
have
I do
dark
that on
vision, right?
purpose? Maybe.
Yeah, chime of the opening. Action. Opens the door, lid locked, chime. Yeah, we need a chime opening. Because then we can open doors not be next to them.
I already spent too much money. I'm out.
7 charges holding it. Yeah, I think I need to sell the wand, the Mind Flayer's Devotion.
All right.
Oh shit! Never mind. I forgot. I have
Unless
mad
somebody
monies.
else wants it.
Hold on.
Because yeah, I already get a +2 for my other thing, and it affects my spell DC, which is what I need.
I forgot platinums.
Yes.
Good amount of money.
Yeah, platinum is just add another 0 to that, and that's how much gold you have.
Woohoo!
Let me. Let me.
I'm gonna go ahead and.
Let me get that red corundum.
All yours. So that's 960, so that puts you at 2710.
Let me check out the rare items too.
Wilma, she's looking over the rod. She says, "This is honestly quite impressive. However, I'm not quite sure how much longer I'm going to be in business. So I'm not sure, if I want to buy this from you."
Well, is there anything of mine that you can give me something for to trade for some of these items?
We can
I've
work
got
out
the silver
trades, I'm
bracelet.
sure. But yeah, I'm not in the market to just buy right now.
Understood. I have much.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, the rares. There's enough. This one, goggles enough. I already have dark vision. Chime of opening. You said the chime of opening is what we need?
Chime
Wilma
opening
just bought
is-
that.
No,
Oh,
I
you
didn't
bought
buy
it.
it.
You're
I don't- No, I didn't
Oh,
buy
you
it.
don't have any
No, I
money. Yeah,
I have
Vilma's
no
poor.
money. But hollow
Uh,
tube measured 1
choice
foot
of the
long, weighs a
crypton
pound.
unlock or latch on the object opens unless the sound can't reach the object. But the sound travels pretty far, right?
You know, I don't have dark vision, so.
What are the rules of sound in this game, Nate? how does that work?
Well, objects
'Cause I know
can't
how sound
hear,
works
so
for
it
us.
doesn't work on any. No, I'm just
Right,
kidding.
exactly.
Luke, you said you're getting the
Yeah, no, we don't need the chime opening.
goggles
but-
of night.
We don't, or we do?
Cool. So
We
Luke,
don't. I mean, you can basically open doors.
Oh
without
wait,
opening them.
it's within 120 feet of
Yeah.
us.
yeah. So Luke, you're at 5210.
Okay. Any interest in
Just imagine missiles.
let's see. This
Let-
is such a cool
Let you guys
item,
discuss
but
all
I-
this
I
together.
don't-
I'll be right back.
He's gonna poop. Okay, 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart is dart. Huh.
Yeah, chime opening will open a locked door, which is nice.
Which,
Don't have to have it. Goggles of night could be good for Fang since you don't have
Oh, yeah.
dark vision.
I just bought
I
it.
already have dark
Oh,
vision.
you just bought it. Okay.
Yeah.
I beat it to 60 feet on the impact, and it's destroyed. Creature within a 10-foot radius of the beam must take it in or take 5d4 damage. Oh. Yeah, for 1 minute, creature that failed to save and is completely when the area is trapped inside the sphere. Creatures that succeeded on the save and are partially within the area are pushed away from the center, so no longer sighted. Huh. I might get this beat of force. That looks badass. I throw it 60 feet and DC 15 dex saving throw or take 5d4 force damage. That's a lot.
Should I? You guys think?
Yeah,
I
but
should-
keep in mind that's your action, so that means you can't do your 3 attacks if you use
Yeah,
that.
that's true. And that's a lot of money for it.
Yeah.
Might as well buy more other
All
stuff.
right. So any progress? What's the thoughts?
I'm gonna get the chime of opening
Okay, so that's 2,500.
and yep. And question on the magic missiles.
Uh-huh.
It says it has 7 charges. So is each charge 3 missiles, or is each charge 1 missile?
Each charge is 3 missiles, and then you can upcharge. You can use as many charges as you want to upcast it to a higher level. So, like if you use 2 charges, it's 4 missiles. 3 charges, 5 missiles. I think. I'll reread it, make sure I'm right about that, but I'm pretty sure I am.
I could
gonna
work
look
with
over
that because you can do it to like mess up people's concentration and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, I look over at Wilma. It's like, hey, little lady. How would you feel?
And isn't magic
my
missiles an automatic
wand.
hit?
And I
Yeah.
point to the wand and see if she wants
Yeah,
it.
magic missiles is a pretty cool thing to
You
have.
see me just like twirling my ear around my finger. Oh, that little thing.
Hey, it's not the size of the wand. It's how you use it.
Hey, I've never seen something that can get off 3 shots before. I mean, I'd be more than happy to take that.
I
And while
look
we're
over at the lady. It's like, well, you heard the lady. I will take the chime of opening and the wand of magic missiles. I hand her another 5,500 gold piece.
Yeah. So you should be
For
at
her retirement
8,700 total. Luke
Yeah, I already subtracted
5210.
the first half.
Okay.
The first part. Now I'm gonna do
and
the other.
I would also
By
recommend.
the way, I didn't buy him all this stuff. I'm putting a little discount here, lady.
Certainly.
I would also recommend maybe we each get an elixir of health, just in case somebody gets paralyzed or
3 of them on the house.
I already purchased.
3 on the house.
That
I
sounds
will-
great.
Damn.
So each read one.
I'm gonna add mine.
Okay. And so I would be looking to trade my Ring of Shooting Stars. Such a sick item, but I just don't have
From
a
Master
use for it.
Kuki.
Yeah.
What's in the ring? Is there a diamond in the ring?
No.
Let me double
No.
check.
Oh god. Never mind.
My Helm of Brilliance. Why do you need a diamond specifically? My Helm of Brilliance has.
It would be very, very good for me to have a diamond worth 100 gold pieces,
Why?
just in case.
I will give you my Helm of
Anything?
Brilliance.
Well, if you're not wearing it, yeah, I can hold it.
Yeah.
And then-
Well, because I was debating
Assuming we
on.
can do that, Luke.
Okay, so hold on one
Use
second.
it for
Yeah. Hold
resurrection.
on. So hold on
Or
one second. So
revivify.
Ring of Shooting Stars, Ring of Protection, Dragon Hide Belt, and Wolfbite Ring. I'd be looking to trade those items.
Okay. Let me just check something real quick.
And Wilma.
300 gold.
Yeah. So like, I mean, if you're not going to attune to it, I'm debating on unattuning from my Staff of Thunder and Lightning, and just using it as a staff for hitting, and attuning to my Helm of Brilliance. Because I want to have Bracers of Defense for my +2 AC, and Undying Flame has benefits to Undead.
If you
And
unattune to the
my
staff, you won't get the +2 benefits of it. It'll just become a mundane staff.
I mean, I can deal with a +9 staff, but I was talking like my Bracers of Defense is a +2, adds a +2 AC.
While we're shopping, you don't happen to have any gems by chance?
You're looking for spell components?
I'm looking for a diamond for 300 gold.
Yeah, you should
Revivify.
have spell components that you would want.
All right, I just kind of walk up, grab one, and go, add it to his tab, and I point to Soul Rack, and I take it, put it in my pocket.
What was it?
300 gold. It's a diamond that I needs, yo.
Hill Drying Strength.
Look at it. I'll add that one to your tab. And that would be 30 platinum then, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Cool. Just subtract, and I am good to go, I think.
Does increasing your strength score increase your AC?
No, that's
No.
your dex.
Oh, it is Dex.
Yeah. Because like how agile you are. It's not just how
At-
durable
belt
you are,
of,
but you can bounce around people too.
And Fang, you have a bunch of silver dust, right?
You need silver dust.
I need about 150 gold worth of silver dust.
150
yeah,
gold
okay,
worth
I'm
of
starting
silver
again.
dust. Oh man. How much silver do you have?
I have none.
For like the 9th time, he has no fucking money. She
I
has no
have-
money.
Well, I have
I am but a
100
simple rabbit.
I have 120
Wait a minute.
gold
Talamar is the
worth of
brain all
powdered
along?
silver.
All right. Well,
What?
I take the 120, and then I go back into her back, and I pull out 30 more gold pieces worth of powdered silver, and I go, add it to his tab, and I point to Soul Rack again. I just take it all.
30 more
Start
gold
swinging
pieces. I guess 3 platinum, please.
It's like, all right, but don't take any more from this little lady.
Yeah, I do. I
I'm
mean,
spending.
or if you wanted
Maybe
to,
my
I
wife's
spent a
not
lot
that
of
much.
time on the airship grinding silver. We could always do that as well. It's a fun pastime.
Oh, we don't have that much
we
time.
will not
left.
do that.
Oh, we've got it. All right. Well, thought I'd
I
have
don't know if you
someone
guys
grind
back.
want anything else.
Say,
And actually, how many regular healing potions do you have left?
how many did you take already? I forget.
we took 9
I
greater
took
healing.
5
Yeah, we should buy
of the
all of
greater
them.
healings, but not the. I didn't take any regular.
5 regulars total.
I'll buy those.
So you've already bought what? How many from there?
I bought 5 greater healing, but no regular.
Okay,
ones
so yeah, that's another 250 then.
Cool.
25
We have
is
5 healing
platinum.
potions and 9 greater healing.
And what was I about to say? Oh yeah.
That was fresh out of potion.
There is sitting on one of the shelves there, a little bit higher up. Wilma has a harder time checking that out from how high up it is, but you guys notice this like kind of like samurai-looking like helmet that definitely catches your eye and has this sheen to it, as it has this gold beam on the front of it, insignia there, and you see there's a little placard that says the Helm of Teleportation right in front of it.
See that, but which was it again?
Ooh.
It's 10,000. I
Hold
don't
on,
have
teleport.
enough.
So the helmet teleportation. So it doesn't really
have enough
elaborate
of that.
on
Instant teleportation.
like being able to like is it just
No,
you
so
individually being able to
Click
teleport?
teleport. You can cast a teleport spell. So then, if you read what the teleport spell is, it's up to 8 willing creatures.
Oh. Yeah, you know what? Add that to the list. Add that to my list.
Damn.
Alright. Big
Which
spender
one do you got,
Fang.
Fang?
That's 15 to 10 for you total.
My man's spending like tomorrow doesn't exist. I love it.
It's for the group. And as far as
That's a great purchase.
what kind of so listen, Toots. I've got I've got a I know, apologies. That was it.
I think that's even offensive in D&D terms.
That's why I don't have a girlfriend living at the new house yet.
Not
Anyway,
with that attitude.
Hey, Toots. Get over
anyway,
here.
I've got about 13,000 and some change worth of gold on me. Any value in those trades that I kind of threw your way?
You have that left after you've already spent 15? Or whatever?
What? Good lord.
Right. No. I haven't deducted any money yet.
Oh, gotcha. So
you're 3 grand short.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm 2 grand short, but I don't know the value of my trades at the moment.
So
I was just gonna say, put the rest on his tab.
Well, it was
Whoa.
the wolf bite
That
ring.
tab's done.
The wolf bite ring and what else?
So it was Ring of Shooting Stars, Ring of Protection, Dragon Hide Belt, and Wolf Bite Ring.
I think that should be able to even it all out for
Yeah,
him.
that
After
should
all
look at
these
all of that. And
things.
says if you want to call an even trade with all of this, I'd be more than happy to do that. For the remaining balance, that is, of course, not for the total.
Yeah, so I've got 13,784. Why don't we just keep it even at 13, and you keep the rest, and maybe I'll throw in a let's see, Cloak of Elven Kind too.
You do realize she just said you were good with the other ones.
No, for the balance that I didn't have.
Yeah, so then that covers everything after you pay the rest of the balance. So you have the amount 13,000 or whatever. You trade the other stuff, and you're good for your total 15,000 plus.
Yeah, so you're saying give me all that I have.
Yes.
Yeah, and then yeah.
Cool.
So I was saying I'll give you 13,000, and I'll throw in a Cloak of Elven Kind too.
Oh, okay. I see
So
what you're saying.
so I
Sure.
can keep 784
keep
gold
gold
pieces.
pieces.
Okay.
That,
Yes, that's
Just-
we can count that a deal.
Yeah, all
Certainly.
right.
Yes.
nice. All right, cool.
You see, she's exhausted after running around the shop and answering questions about certain things, and of course the shop in the disarray that it already is. And she says, "I severely, really, tremendously appreciate the business today. Almost everything's sold out now, so hopefully this all goes to good use. I know what the three of you are up against, and just hope that we can live to see another day, and I can." She taps her pockets. put this to good use as well.
Would have been nice to
Well-
have a discount since we're saving the world, but I understand. I understand your hustle. It's hard being a woman around these parts.
Yeah, I'm sure she really beat up your wallet, huh, Wilma? All your money you have to spend on your stuff really hurt your pockets. Bottom line, it's like, how's she gonna feed her kids? Spend so much money. Whoa.
You're right. That's exactly what I was worrying about. I'm glad that she's safe now. You are a very kind and understanding soul, Rack.
Oh,
You're,
you
uh,
know.
You,
Yes, that's
you,
right.
You really understand the plight.
That's
Anyway.
totally what I was going for, right?
Yeah, and you're very kind. I really can't wait to put it all on the line to save your little town and
I
your
look
legacy.
at I look at the lady and I say, by the way, milady, I know these times are kind of crazy, and any chance you back there happen to have a case of delicious Golden Gulp Ale? I know that they're not from here, but you know, just thinking maybe you enjoy some in your private stash.
I'm sorry.
They're my favorites.
Of course, to carry Golden Gulp, you need a liquor license, and I'm not a purveyor of such goods as that. I apologize, but yeah, more than likely, be able to find such goods closer to Golden Fields, but none here, alas.
It's okay. It was worth a shot. Thank you, milady.
Certainly. And you guys go out the door. The bell rings behind you as the door shuts, and you make your way back out into the dark, dismal streets of Waterdeep.
I think it's time, gentlemen. I think we need to go out the south gate and find your ride.
Let's do it.
Head on south.
I'm also assuming like Zeke and all them are back at the house or hanging out safe.
Sorry, yeah. Zeke and Lauren Azell and Gosa, yes, they have. I definitely did not mention them in the beginning, but yeah, they were relaxing, hanging out, and Lauren Azell and Gosa would kind of stay outside of your building a little bit. Ezekiel came in, grabbed a bit of stew himself, and then came into town with you guys, dipped off, and went over to the Wrecking Crew himself to check in over there, as Gosa and Lauren Azell wait outside the gates still for you guys. Or for whatever.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay, so back out the north then, that's where they are. The airship is down to the south. So you guys are going to Lauren Azell and Gosa, or are you going to the airship?
Well, we've got to grab them first, and
Yeah.
you know,
Agreed.
Okay. Yeah, so
and little Zeke.
Little Zeke is he joined you guys into the city, but then made his way over to the tavern. You can go over there if you want. Grab him, or yeah, up to you.
I think he should stay behind. He's not going to be very useful in battle. I don't want him to die.
As long as we think he's safe.
Well, it kind of depends on us. If we succeed, he'll be fine. If we fail,
As I
Suffer
look up in the air and see a specter just zoom across the sky, I'm like, yeah, he's probably safe.
well,
Let's go get
let's do it.
let's go get our other.
Let's get our crew.
Alright, out of the castle ward and into the north ward. You guys make your way out of there into the field ward, and then out there through the city's northern gates, back about 100 yards or so, where Lauren Azell and Gosa sitting there waiting for you guys. Both of them have taken a decent amount of time to rest and rejuvenate a little bit, looking a little bit more spry than they were prior. As you approach them, Lauren Azell would go ahead and greet you guys for the two of them, as he seems to be, of course, the one that speaks up for the two of them frequently. Says, Wrecking Crew, how was the City of Splendors, as you call it,
dim.
Seen better days and recessions, you know.
Yeah, from everything I've ever heard, when I thought I was going to visit it one day, I imagine it under much different circumstances, and this is very sad. We must do what we can to alleviate this and bring back the peace and the hope of the people here and all across your Sword Coast here in Faerun.
Amen to that.
So
Thank you so much again for joining the effort.
Thank you guys for getting us out of that that mind fuck of a place. Excuse my language. I don't know if we would have been able to navigate that and make it out of there without the help of you three, at least not so soon. So, again, it's the least we could do, and I gather that you all have taken care of everything you need within the city's walls now, yes?
That's right. By the way, how long would you say we've been in the city and stuff?
It's probably been at least 2 hours total. I mean, probably more.
And don't you worry, Goza. Once we save Faerun, everything will go back to normal, and then you can feel free to check out the City of Splendor and how splendorful it actually is.
There's actually a really nice bar here.
Oh, I'm not much of a drinker myself. Lornazel, he'll take a pint or two here and there. Kind of just gives you guys a nod. And he says, but we'll be sure to come back and check it all out and explore the splendors for ourselves.
It'll be great.
Well.
Don't worry.
And he probably couldn't carry all of us, could he?
No, he's too small. He's a young dragon.
Okay. Well, shall we cautiously make our way through the city one more time? See if we can find our airship.
Let's do it. And I pull out Dawnbringer from my waist. I say, hey, wakey, wakey. Time to go to the darkness. She's like, oh, hey there.
You pull out the blade and begins to illuminate in here, and like very little light seems to break through the darkness in here. Just kind of like almost like pinpricks in the sky, like the stars that shine through. But right now, the Dawnbringer just shines this like cone of light around you guys, illuminating the way. As you hear like almost like a yawning sound, so it awakens once again, and it looks like you guys are ready to head on out.
Let's do it.
Let's head out.
Honk, honk. Let's find the spaceship. Airship.
Spaceships later.
That's right.
That's where Wilmore is.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys make your way outside the walls of the city, heading down south, like along the expanse of the city's walls, and doesn't take you too long to finally make your way where you see the airship kind of hovering above the ground about 50 feet, a roof bridge tossed over the edge, and up above you can see a creature flying, and it looks like it starts to nosedive straight down towards the airship with the moon right behind it. And you guys see this, and you see these what looks like sparkles on the wings of this creature as it comes down and illuminates in the light of the Dawnbringer. And you guys see Cuomo come down and almost tackle Fang, and like run across him and nuzzle up against him. And actually, I guess I should save this while Luke's not here. But there he is.
It's so good to see you, Cuomo.
as he just kind of like tackles you completely, nuzzles his head up against you, and you're down on the ground. He kind of just like pecking at you, almost licking your face and everything, and he's just so happy to see you finally.
Cuomo, it has felt like forever. Thank you for finding us. As I like give him like a kiss on like the cheek. I'm like, Cuomo, I missed you so much. I don't think you realize how good it feels to be back on, the ground surface and just to be with you, Cuomo. I don't think you realize how much I missed you, buddy. But we can save all of our we can save all of this for the airship. We have got to head on down to Daggerford, buddy. But first, allow me to introduce you to someone similar to your kind. This is Lauren Azell. They will be joining us on the effort down in Daggerford. We found them down below the surface here, and they're gonna be helping us. So, become friends. Lauren Azell is great. Lauren Azell, this is Cuomo. Cuomo is he's my best friend. He really is.
Warren Azal kind of like dips down and says, "It's a pleasure to meet you, Cuomo." And kind of reverberates a little bit, glows with his welcoming, and Gosa comes over and gives Cuomo a pet as well and says, "How come you never mentioned that you had Hippogriff?"
Oh, I mean, I guess that's fair. I mean, you guys were gonna meet him eventually. Nonetheless, that's why I kind of had this this natural connection with Lauren Azell. And by the way, pardon-moi, Cuomo, this is Goza. Goza, this is Cuomo.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
But yes, Cuomo is my hippogriff. He's, he came to me when he was a wee little pup, and we've been family ever since.
Well,
And he's definitely been the one that's been there for me, aside from the others down from where I grew up. He's definitely been the one that's been there for me the most, whether he knows that or not, from when my father passed. So Cuomo certainly means a lot to me, and I would do just about fucking anything for this hippogriff.
I completely understand that as Gosa looks at you, looks at the two of you and kind of just shakes his head or like nods his head and like understanding, as having a partner, a best friend in this life, as he looks over at Lauren Azell, to be able to share these experiences with. There's nothing that can beat that, and having a bond such as this, it's unexplainable unless you are experiencing it yourself.
Truly is, and I always feel it was hard for me to leave Cuomo behind, but I knew we had to make haste. Time was of the essence to save Faerun, and honestly, just for Cuomo's well-being. I mean, he's a tough cookie, but I couldn't have him get hurt down there, and so he stayed on the airship with everyone, and I'm just happy to be back with him.
Completely understand.
Now it's time to kick some ass.
He looks up into the airship, says, "So that's the ride, huh?"
Tis our ride.
Why are we down here then? Let's go. He starts running on over, and as he starts running on over to grab onto the rope ladder, Lauren Azell comes over and scoops him up, grabs, puts him on his back, and they begin to fly up to the air and drops him off onto the airship. Yells back, "Last one up,
Yeah.
rotten egg!"
Ah, I start
That's
running.
all, Rack.
No way.
Hopping up.
Now sprint.
Alright. Yeah, you guys go ahead and push yourselves, running on up to the airship, climbing up the ladder, flying whichever way that you decided to go. As you get on up there, you see the whole Dragon Cultist crew, Dell and the Funky Homo Sapiens, we'll call them. They're all up there hanging out, and Dell looks at you guys, says, "I thought it was just going to be a day or two."
Well, so did we. It seems time flows different in the world down there.
Yeah, for
But,
us down there, it was still only 3 days.
And even though it did feel like a lot longer than that, and I break the fourth walls down to the camera.
A lot.
I was saying it felt like months.
Hilarious.
About 2.5 months.
Right? No, 24 nights. That's what, 6 months. Whatever.
You were down there for 6 months?
Yeah, you guys were.
That's absurd.
Not 24. I mean, we do like 3, so maybe it's like 4 months. But yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, it was up there. I was looking at old notes from it, and I had stuff from like last March about this stuff. So, like, yeah. All right. But you guys all up here, and you got Dell looking at you guys. I was like, well, I'm assuming that everything's taken care of.
Well, I wouldn't say it's all taken care of, but
We need some sleepy time, but other than that, you know, I'm ready for
as
bed.
far as it is,
Understood. Well, there's no time to waste. I feel like that moon is getting larger and larger by the minute. Everyone ready to head down to Daggerford finally.
Let's rock.
Should be about a day, so anything that you need to take care of in that time, please feel free to do so.
Well, like I said, I'm gonna go greet my dog and take a rest. And then I run over for Brutus.
As you run over to Brutus, yeah, as you guys get up there, I should have mentioned that as well. Yeah, Brutus jumps on up, super excited to see you guys. Ooh. And Silrax's token is like hidden on my screen for some reason. There we go. And runs over, pouncing on top of Solrak as he tackles you again, licking your face just as Cuomo is kind of all over her fang. And you hear him like yelping in excitement to finally see you. Then he gives you a sniff and goes, "Whoa!" and he begins to back up a little bit.
Oh, I know, buddy. I smell like a bird. But,
Take it
Don't
easy
worry.
over there.
oh, you know what I mean. And I look at Cuomo. You're all right. And I'm gonna take a bath and how about we get some food in us?
I know, Cuomo. We should have left him down there. You're right. I know. He does smell.
As you guys all go up on here, Cuomo kind of pulls away from Solrak a little bit, puts her head over the ledge. The rest of the crew begins to take their positions, their stages, as the air balloon begins to inflate, as the flame begins to roar into it, and the air elemental in the box in the back begins to push you guys forward until you guys make a 180, turning around, lifting up into the air, and begin to sail off down south. To mention, you guys got about a day's worth of travel as you make your way on down there. The sky is filled with darkness, and you swear you see shadows out of the corner of your eyes. Every time you guys look around anywhere at your periphery, you swear you see movement happening, but you turn to look and there's nothing there but the darkness of the clouds and the atmosphere around you. As you continue on, though, in this time period, is there anything that you guys would like to do?
I'm gonna swap out all my old rations for new ones since we were down there for we thought it was 3 days, but much longer. So I'm sure they're all gross.
Your
by now.
jerky and nuts are fine.
And honestly, I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna train, and I'm gonna hang out with my dog.
Okay.
Yeah. Couple things. I'm going to. Well, Wilma, did you need my Helm of Brilliance?
now that I have a diamond, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
You do whatever you need, my friend.
Yeah, so here's what I'm gonna do then. I'm going to unattune to my braces of defense,
I'll be right back.
and okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So unattune to that, and my staff of thunder and lightning, and attune to conch teleportation, and helm of brilliance.
Can I redo my ritual for my gauntlets of weapon bonding so I can have Dawnbringer and Demon Sword? Instead.
So what happened?
That's,
What's going on?
so I unattuned to uh, my thunder and lightning staff and my braces of defense, and attuned to helm of brilliance and conch teleportation.
The conch of teleportation or the helm of teleportation?
Oh, I'm sorry. The helm of where is it? Helm of teleportation.
And okay, and what was the other thing you said? The helm of brilliance too. You're attuning to that?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were getting rid of it.
Well, I was gonna give it to Wilma, but she didn't need it, so I held on to it. I didn't trade that up.
So here's the thing: 2 helms at the same time.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Just gonna stack.
All right, I'll get ready.
Did you catch that before me?
yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, I'm not saying anything. Just gonna let that ride.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just like
sometimes I
Carlos wearing
wear.
a hat in general, you know?
I
Yeah,
think it's
right?
like wearing a. I think it's like wearing like a shiesty under your beanie, you know?
Well, it's kind of like
When
when
it's
you
really
put on
cold
2
in
hats,
Baltimore.
one's
He's got
backwards
it.
and one's back.
He's got a do-rag and a
Alright.
fitted on, man. That's what he's got. He's got
So
Let
do-rag
me
and
get
a
a wave.
fitted.
Let me get a wave check.
My man's
All
fucking
right,
fresh.
so then, yeah. All right, so then I'll keep my braces of defense then.
Okay. And getting rid of the
Cap and a hat. Cool.
Like, yes, the Soul Rack has it. He's rocking it. But yeah, so braces of defense, undying flame, and helm of teleportation. That's what I have attuned.
Okay.
And then I'm kind of going over my my manual of gainful exercise that I found in Talavar's lair.
Yeah. As you begin to like pull that out and look that over, you see on the cover it says exactly that. That's the manual of gainful exercise. But you will go ahead and open up the book and you start to flip through the pages, and you get about halfway through the pages and you notice that this book is actually hollowed out, and there's some sort of stone sitting in the center of it with some sort of arcane runes.
Yeah, can I do I pick it up and just kind of looking over. Am I able to kind of decipher like what the runes are or make out to be?
Yeah, so it's like sitting, it's like a cluster of like a stone with a little bit of like crystals sticking out of it, and it's sitting like, it has like a base that the runes are inscribed on. And as you're looking that over and you pull that out, you see that the area that is hollowed out, there's actually a rolled up scroll sitting in there as well. go ahead and pull out that scroll that's in the center of the book
Yeah.
there, and you open it
Yeah.
up, and you notice that has instructions on there, um, guiding you on how to use this, and it says on the top of it, it's called a Stone of Controlling Earth Elementals, and you see that there's all these arcane words inscribed in there
Ooh.
about how to uh, use this stone, this crystal of sorts, to speak a command word and summon a Earth Elemental from it.
Hell yeah. Oh,
That
that's
just
great.
reminded me. I have those 2 figurines of the lions.
Oh, yeah,
That would be handy for the next battle.
that is right.
As I realize that I have that now, I'm like, okay, well, guys, I have this Earth Elemental here.
Need it.
Um,
Not too much.
I just got this this red corundum from the shop, which allows you to conjure a fire elemental. Would anyone want that? I don't find the need to have both, you know.
Take it. Or unless you want it, Wilma.
I mean, I am a little bit better at concentrating on these things than you guys, so I think it would make
Yeah,
sense for me to have it.
Please have it.
How do you spell it? Red?
Red.
I don't think the Corundrum's concentration, though.
Well,
You
once
just throw it. So
yeah,
I've
but
had
once
one
it's out,
before.
I think it's technically concentration, right?
I think when
No,
you
I don't
cast the
think so. No.
spell from the item, you don't actually have to concentrate on it.
Oh,
Yeah,
fun!
not on the red Corundrum.
It
It's just
it's under Elemental Gem Red Corundum. Elemental Gem.
Yep, elemental dread, red. All right, perfect. That is wonderful.
Oh, it does require concentration. It does. It doesn't. It's not the
Oh,
casting
what?
time. That's the thing. It doesn't take the 10 minutes or whatever to cast.
Yeah, yeah. So it's got concentration,
Oh.
and then you get hit and all that stuff. So I have a better chance of keeping
you
it
got
up,
'em.
For sure.
or like keeping it from
Do
going
you?
ape shit. Dude, you have no idea, man. Wilma can keep that shit up like really, really long. I mean, she's got rabbit hop, she's got bunny tail, she's got
Mhm.
drop it like it's hot. She can keep that shit up all night.
Mhm.
She's even got stone form,
Hilarious.
and that's
Oh.
a fact.
I got stone form
It-
right
it-
now.
Yeah, it's called Viagra.
Are you playing Dungeons and Dragons with a? Okay. Well, anyway, guys. So while all that's happening and everybody's sorting their stuff out, I mean, I guess I would just kind of talk to the guys and say, so, what's the plan when we land?
We got to give the signal to Harshi so that we can meet up. And, oh, you guys. I do have an idea. We would have to do some scouting out before we start attacking. But Rubius does have 2 sons. And, with him being a corrupt piece of shit, naturally he gave them positions leading their own forces. Now here's the thing. They suck at battle, so I'm sure their forces are terrible. So if I was a betting man, and I wanted to go slash and bash, I would start with the weak point. I'm going to guess is their forces. If we can identify it, that's where I would start slashing and bashing here.
But so basically, once we land, we come up with a plan and we go in guns a-blazing.
That's right. We meet up with the crew, try to identify Rubius's spoiled brats forces, come up with a plan, slash bash, get ready to crash here.
I think that's fair enough.
I think first, we all need a rest.
Said it's about a day's worth of travel there, Del.
Unfortunately, that's as quick as we'll be able to make it.
That's fine. Um, I'm gonna let you in on a little something. Once we get our, much desired rest, um, I'm gonna teleport the gang to Daggerford and I'm gonna just say you eventually just meet us there. Also, while we're on the conversation, old Snarl, yeah, what's he doing? He, would he want to maybe get fired up in this fight here? And that's an intended pun.
Um, Clouth would, as you know, we've mentioned many times, prefers to stay out of the qualms and the.
No,
Uh,
you're right. You're right.
it's just, you know, being as ancient as Clouth is, the legendary Clouth. Uh, they make moves when they want to, and are not instructed or told otherwise.
Totally understand. I just know that all of Faerun is pretty much on the line here, and so I figured, why not ask?
Understood.
But I know Clouth is always listening in and knows what we're up to. But if he's listening at this very moment, I guess all I would have to say is any help would do.
That is
Just,
precisely why we have been sent.
uh, yeah, I like you guys a lot.
Oh,
You've been extremely helpful throughout all this, and I honestly cannot thank you guys enough.
It's uh, it's our job. Nothing more, nothing less.
by the way, can I redo the ritual of my gauntlets? Uh, so I can have Dawnbringer and Demon Sword instead of whatever I used to have.
I'm sorry.
Could I redo the ritual for my gauntlets?
Oh yeah, for sure. You're gonna attune to them?
Cool. Yeah.
Absolutely. That is totally fine. Yeah. So while you're resting in here, Fang, was there anything else that you wanted to say to Dell before that?
No, I said what I needed to say.
Okay, yeah. As that conversation is happening, Solrak pulls out some of his belongings, sitting and resting in his cabin. You're looking at the blades that you have collected and the armor and everything, and you find these gauntlets once again that almost seem tainted, stained to you now, knowing what Bork Nork has become, or maybe he was all along. You guys really never got to that point where you're able to figure out like what the fuck is going on with him? Like, why is he at Narvi's temple and doing all the things he was doing, creating these undead beings, these mishmash uh, conglomerations, or whatever you want to call them? But yeah, you see these gauntlets still powerful with this arcane energy, and you can certainly choose to attune to them again if you like, and perform that ritual.
That means that that would mean that while I'm attuned to that, I'm technically attuned to Dawnbringer as well, right? Or do I have to unattune to something
No,
else?
you would have to unattune to something to go to attune to them.
Ooh, that's tough. Nah, the ring is proving useful. Never mind. I'll think about this.
Sure, yeah. I will say the ring is good outside of battle, but it doesn't do
but
much
we're
within
going to a
battle.
big battle.
For sure.
That's true. But I'm thinking if I unattune from the ring, maybe my belt of Hill Giant strength could be handy. Make me a little stronger. I'll do the gauntlets for now, and not the ring.
Okay, sounds good. As you focus in and you lay both your blades close by to the gauntlets as you're touching them, you're focusing in on your energy. You form this bond between your weapons and these magical gauntlets. as they begin to glow, these arcane runes on them. And after about an hour, you perform that ritual and feel that connection as like the blades, as you put on the gauntlets, almost begin to vibrate as if they're being magnetized and pulled towards your hands magically.
Nice.
Uh,
Roll.
Anything for you, Wilma?
No, I think kind of while all this is going on, I just kind of retreat slowly to my sleep area, and or actually, are we really gonna teleport there in a little bit, or are we just gonna ride this flight out?
We're gonna rest, and then I guess if anyone wants to teleport, take it.
Time is of the essence.
I'm down.
Time is of the essence. Let's get our rest in, and then, I mean, if you think about it, an 8-hour rest, we would have to sit on this ship for at least 15 more hours. We're saving that much time.
I guess that's
Fair enough.
I guess what time is it? Like 8 hours from now, is it gonna be like 2 in the morning, or is it gonna be an actual workable hour?
I'd say 8 hours from now, it would probably be it'd probably be like 4 in the morning-ish. It'd be pretty early.
Okay, 4 or 5. Maybe we give it till a nice a nice breakfast time. And then maybe we teleport over.
If we were going to scout out the forces, probably the best time to do it would be when they're asleep, not, during their working hours.
Fair enough.
It's very convenient for them.
Fair enough. If we want to do that, that is perfect.
At this point, I feel like I'm on cave time anyways, you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
And look, I actually have no idea what that means.
It's cave time, It's like
Cave time.
No, we don't. We don't know. That's why we're asking you.
and I just say it even louder. Cave time.
And I say louder to him, I don't know what cave time is. And then I look over at Fang like, can he hear?
Everything's different in cave time.
If you don't respond, maybe if you don't respond, then maybe he won't answer.
And I just stare at them in silence for a minute. Cave time! And then I go to my room.
Oh, cave time, Wilma.
Clearly cave time. Nate, I can't cast rituals during a long rest, can I?
Not during a long rest, no.
Yeah, okay. All right, because I was hoping for a couple extra hours after the long rest. If that works for you guys.
How about 1 hour?
What do?
I'll tell you what, we'll start with 1 hour, and then if you want to give me another hour, we can try that too.
I guess it's really not that bad, because our original plan was to just go there through the airship entirely, taking about a day. And worst case scenario, if you need, we'll say 2 hours if I'm feeling generous. That's even less than half the full day of travel. So
let's just see if you're feeling generous later. And I kind of go back and rest.
Sure thing. Yeah, each one of you guys, I'd say, make your way over to your different rooms to rest up for this time period now. Some of you guys have already started to take care of certain things, the gauntlets and whatnot, Fang attuning to the helmets, and focusing on, what was it? What were you on?
it was the helmet teleport. Okay, so I'll run down all three. It's the braces of defense, the undying flame, and helm of teleportation.
Yeah. So, yeah. Perfect.
And actually, I changed my mind. Instead of the gauntlets, I'm gonna do my belt of hill giant strength.
Okay.
Give me some stronger.
Take back all the cool things I said about your gauntlets, and instead you just put a belt on. And
It's super badass. Raised in the air. I feel cool.
All the cool shit. You leave your belt through. It's
yeah, no, yeah, your muscles, they maybe pump up like Stretch Armstrong with a little pump action thing a little bit, and
Oh yeah.
that's about it.
It
Yeah.
was-
Let's hope it
was
doesn't
the
dry
bad guy,
rot
the
and,
evil
and rip
guy.
apart like that, though. That's a 90s
Watch
kids
corners.
joke. So let's see. Yeah, you guys all begin to rest and whatnot. Let's go ahead and everyone roll a D100 for me.
How I feel about that.
100. How high can he reroll it?
And yep.
31.
Deuces. Fucking 2.
8,
God,
2, and
I really
31.
I really should be rolling for God right now.
Yeah, right. I mean, honestly, over the
2 in a
table
row.
talk, you should be doing it every day, because why the fuck not? Like, just give it a shot, right? Like, you get once a day, like, might as well just try it.
Yeah, but if it lasts, you can't do it again for 7 days.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's why then.
Yeah.
All right.
Would this count as a saving roll by any chance?
No, this is
I
just
could've
me
done
being a dungeon master. And so,
I thought you were gonna say a dick. Being a dick.
You be a dick. You all take
they're
35
they're
deaths.
synonymous.
An asteroid hits the airship and you all die.
Not yet. We're 2 days away from that still. So, with those rolls though, throughout this time that you guys are all laying around, you have noticed, I can mention some shadows moving in your periphery, things that you swear you've seen, but then you look over and there's nothing actually there. You do hear a little bit of commotion throughout the night. Same kind of thing, just sounds like screeching in the distance, and it keeps you on edge, but not so much that you can't get a night's sleep, rest up, and feel fully rejuvenated. As you
All
guys all take a long
right.
rest.
Yeah.
Long rest.
All by myself. Fuck yeah.
And with that, 8 hours have gone by. It's still, of course, the darkness of night, as you can clearly see from this map picture. And about 4 in the morning or whatever, as I mentioned, it would be, as the time elapses and you guys all begin to shake your bones a little bit, wake up out of these cabins that you find yourselves in.
All right. So if we're gonna teleport, I wake up and I get all my candles out and I actually pull out this kind of box that I took from my house, and I magically cast Rayleigh's telepathic bond. Nobody notices yet. I don't make any noise or anything, and then I just start lighting all of this incense, and I put some cups out, and I pour a little bit of silver into each cup, and then go into my box and pull out this big gemmed bottle of just hooch. I pour a little bit in the cup, and the incense is like cascading out of the door, and it's everybody's room's getting just a little bit smoky, but they can't really notice it. And then I take off all my clothes, and I telepathically call out to Fang, come on by, buddy.
All right.
And he comes over and he walks in, and I'm just completely naked, dancing, drinking out of my bottle, and all this. He walks in, he gets hit with this weird waft that makes every extremity tingle, and he's feeling really fucking good right now. And
This
I
is
point to
everything
the
that Cookie told me to avoid. But
And
I'm all for it.
and I point to the cup and I go, just a little dedication for the gods, my friend. Have a sip. And I'm
To
just
the
dancing.
gods.
And he drinks that, and he just feels this thick viscous go down all of his veins, and his heart, you can notice it starts beating a little bit faster than it typically would, like he's just in a non-stop party. And that's going to be a dedication cast of ceremony ritual. So for
Hell
the
yeah.
next 24 hours, you get a D4 on every saving throw.
Oh, dude! Saving throws are a fucking hoot right now. You should have had Solrak do it.
And then I go, that's a great idea, but you have to get ready for the party. And I look at him, and then I like point to his pants.
I'll get Solrak. I'll get Solrak.
No. Door shuts. Like, we have to party, my friend, and you can only party all natural.
I feel like I need some incense first.
I start lighting more incense.
Better. Cuomo. Okay, fine, you got me.
So now we're both dancing naked. Not getting weird, but just dancing naked, having a good time. And I call out to Solrak.
I didn't
So
know we're
right,
playing
buddy.
Baldur's Gate tonight.
Come on over.
The water's warm,
You're
Solrak.
muted. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
I creak open the door and I see the weird naked party that's going in there. And I just like shut it and I leave for a second. Like, do I really want to go in there?
Just
Yes.
call back into your brain. The goddess Sharis always knows a good party.
Fine. But, your naked monk thing, not my thing. That's why I left the Catholic Church. And I come in the thing. And then I come in the room.
And we're,
Yeah,
and we're all
you
dancing.
do.
And sitting in front of you is this little gemstoned silver shot glass. I just point out to you and goes, the goddess just needs a little bit extra.
Okay. I pick up the thing. Take a swig. Take it down.
You just get that thick veins, like it's like cement goes down your veins, and everything is just fucking twice as jacked as you thought it could be. And then you just feel that dedication of Sharis. Just your heart beats a little bit faster, just like, you know, you took a nice rip, but it just doesn't go away like it typically would, and it sits there for the next day. It's another dedication ritual cast, and they're juiced.
And then I get a D4.
You get a D4 on every
Savings?
saving throw for the next 24 hours. We can only do this once, so we can never do this again.
Mhm.
And then I look at you guys, and I close the door, and I go, we'll never speak of this again. And I just walk towards you both.
Yeah.
End scene.
Look over at
And it's
Fang.
just-
and say,
just me and
you can
Solrak
put your
naked.
pants back on now. And I still look at Fang and say, hey, it's rude to point, buddy. And I point down.
I can tell some of us aren't from the summit of the soul.
I do like a good summit, my friends. And eventually all the mist and the incense cascades out. And I just look at them both and go, welcome! And I just go put my pants on and walk out.
Solrak, have you ever considered getting that checked out? As I just kind of put my clothes on and walk out of the room.
He was like, it just was. Ew.
Oh man. With that all taking place, you guys are all feeling a little excited, feeling pretty good after all this. Wilma
I'm a
maybe
giant clue.
somehow Wilma a little bit more excited than everyone else, even though no spells were performed on her. She was spellbind still, but you guys had these rituals performed on you. Where do you go from here?
All right, are we ready now?
Oh, I'm absolutely ready.
Ready?
I kind of had
Now
a feeling
for
you were, Wilma.
For the teletransportation, do we get to pick exactly where we're gonna land? So if we could find a way to maybe communicate with Harshnag before, we could just teleport directly to him.
So that's what you had in mind, because that's actually a pretty good idea. Let me see. It won't.
So the way that it works is that you say where you want to go. Depending on how familiar you are with the area, the chances of you getting that area teleported to, varies. We'll roll a d100 to see how successful you guys are on what area that you roll to. That's pretty much how it goes down.
Word, yeah. So
So I would
where do we tell Harshnag we were specifically going to meet him?
We said that we would we told him to hide. I gave him a specific spot by some trees and some cover, and we said that we would scout it out, and depends on where we land. I guess we told him to meet us there.
Well, I mean,
But
isn't
this would be?
didn't we
this
also
would be
tell
asking
like
him where he's
a
going first.
bunch of people to go down towards Daggerford?
Yep, and we told them
Yeah.
all to do the same thing essentially.
Do we think at this point there's probably a camp going on down there?
Yeah, but I'm assuming it would be quite hidden if they're trying to stay away from Ruby's
Well,
scouts.
Solrak,
Sure.
Solrak, you know the area. If you were to make a hidden camp far enough from Daggerford to be safe but close enough to attack, where would you put it?
We need to look at a map.
But also, in theory, it would be in between Waterdeep and Daggerford. If you kind of draw a line between the two, it should be within some sort of relative area of that line.
Where do we have the map again in the group?
Well, yeah, but that's like a fucking day, dude.
Yeah, that's a big. We don't want to be too far. Hold on,
Let's
I
see
just
if we
look
can
at
pull
the
it up.
map. Scuba-duba.
I mean, let me see. I'll just switch you guys over. We'll see if that works.
Was the last time we were in Daggerford was when we were using the
You've never been
tabletop
to Daggerford?
simulator?
Never
Yeah,
been
we've
to
never been.
Daggerford, yeah.
Wait, never?
Well,
Never.
Wilma has.
Oh yeah. Oops,
Yeah, I'm
this
from there, but
map
yeah,
was
Yeah,
broken.
Fang's never been to Daggerford.
Yeah, this map is broken. Google Drive changed things, and I have to transfer a bunch of maps that I used to have on there. So forget about that right now.
I'm just saying us collectively. Like, weren't we at Daggerford when we were on Virtual Tabletop Simulator?
Never. That was Fandolin.
Oh, really?
no, we've never been.
You're
yeah.
right.
I think. Oh wait, actually, I have a map right here.
There, I just
There
sent
we
it in my
go.
group
Oh
notes.
wait, no. That's
All
not
right.
that's good.
There's not going to be any
Very nice.
open browser. That's what you got to do.
Notes.
Yeah.
Then you can zoom in.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Where the fuck's
Daggerford.
No, yeah, I sent it to the game log too, so you can click in the game log if you want. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we've
like
been
the
to
southernmost point.
Nightstone. Yeah, we've been to Nightstone to get that one guy, but I don't know, Solrak. If there's a spot on the high road that you think we would have told them to go and hide, if you could describe that to Fang, perhaps maybe we could try to get close.
Yes. Now we could we could go to Delimbir Vale there. It's right outside of Daggerford.
Would that be
Maybe
a
just
good?
maybe just west of that. Then how about that?
Yeah, that you see,
The Limbervale. Yes.
there's a tree mash right there. I think that would be wise to where they could go.
All right. Let's see what I can do here. The Limbervale.
Well, I think you have to be able to visualize it for the teleportation spell. Sora, could you maybe describe what this wooded area looks like?
Talk to me a little bit, Solrak.
Well, here's the thing. The
never
darkness and
been-
everything going on, it might not look like this anymore. But
Who gives a fuck? I just need to know what it kind of looks like.
well, that would if I describe it, it's wrong. We're gonna end up somewhere different. That's what kind of worries me. But I'll
Well,
tell you.
try not to
what I
fuck it all up, Sora.
I'll try what I remember.
Okay.
I don't
At
know
this
if
point,
Rubius
I
has
don't
done it
care.
or not.
As long as we are in or near
All right,
Daggerford.
hush. I'm trying, hush. So then I close my eyes and I start going through the old spank bank, and then I realize that's the wrong memories, and I switch over to the
Julie!
memories. They say hi, Julie.
Oh, we're so fucked.
And yeah, we're beat. And so then I visualize sneaking around the Delinver village, Delinver Vale area when I was a kid. I would leave the Daggerford area, leaving my guards behind, and I would remember this this area of trees that I would go to pick the fruits from, and I would just hang out there by myself and get lost while my royal guard would spend hours looking for me. And to me, that was like the greatest activity ever to do. So I described that marsh and the trees and that area where no one would be able to find me for hours, and to me that would be the best place to take everybody. So I describe as vividly as I can in detail the green trees, the large hiding spot, and the area where it's going to take us.
All right.
Some barbarian shit.
Fang, with this eloquent description in your mind of Solrak prancing around fields and grabbing fruits off of trees, go ahead and cast this spell if you like.
Yep, so I've got my helm on. Alright, everyone, gather round. Alright, we are going to attempt to land just outside of Daggerford in the
I'm assuming we're
Delum.
taking Lorenzo and Gaz with us, right?
Lorenzo? What is he, an
What the
Italian
fuck is
dragon?
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
Yes.
Hey, I'm
Yes,
flying here.
Yeah, everyone's gone. But yeah, so I like, all right, everyone, gather round. We are going to attempt to land in the Limbervale, in a kind of wooded, marshy area where Thorak, at a young age, liked to hide from his the royal guard or whatever, and pick fruits and hide. It's just slightly northeast of Daggerford, not too far away though. And come on, let's see if I can get us there. And yeah, so I kind of just start to visualize this as we're all kind of gathered around together. The helm starts to kind of illuminate, and with everyone within this circle kind of feel kind of connected with each other. And
As that helm begins to glow, you see arcane energy begin to spike off of the two prongs on the front of it and kind of envelop around everyone. You guys can all feel yourselves being pulled, very similar to have you felt several times as you've teleported in different planes and different teleportation circles and whatnot. Fang, go ahead and roll a D100 for me, please.
Oh God.
Big money, no whammies.
Fucking
One.
whammy!
Yo.
This has been more low 100 D100 rolls than I've ever seen in my life.
Come on, that's gotta count for something, right?
Yeah, you're damn right it does.
Oh, this sucks.
Okay. So as I was mentioning, the arcane energy flies off of the top of these two prongs. You see this white light begin to wrap around you guys, bounce all around, and envelop around you guys as you begin to feel yourselves being pulled through the time and space continuum. This white light just explodes right there, and I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Jesus Christ. Hey, Solrak, we get D4.
Yes, you do. You're muted.
I guess I'll roll Lauren Azel's, both of them.
Oh, fuck, man. I got a 2.
Oh, 20, nat 20, motherfucker. I didn't even need
then
my
a
D4.
D4.
I mean,
I got 10.
nat 20.
Roll for
You got a
Cuomo.
2?
Plus 6
So
is
that
8.
Okay.
Okay, so, oh, that's
Fucking
pretty
A.
low. 21 points of
I got
force
an
damage. As this arcane energy just erupts around you guys, pushing you guys back. Fang, Lorenizel, actually no, Fang, Gosa, yeah, Lorenizel, Cuomo, and Brutus all take that 21 damage. Wilma and Solrak, you take
Fuck.
half of that. You take 10 points of damage.
What, just nat 20 take any less? Since it's nat 20, you know?
Yeah, you know, you take half the amount of damage.
Big time.
As
you know, half and a half would be sweet.
Oh, hold on. Should I roll for
unfortunately
Cuomo
not.
too then?
No, I already did them.
Oh, you did? Okay.
As Cuomo looks pretty hurt after that. You guys all get jolted with this arcane explosion emanating around Fang's helm. He looks like, you know, char marks on his cheeks and on his flesh. You have eyebrows. One of them is like half missing after that, and everyone just after this white light just kind of succeeds back. You're still standing right where you were. A couple of you guys jolted back a little bit, slammed into the wall, but look around and at least you weren't teleported somewhere you weren't supposed to be.
Well,
Maybe I should put my ring back on before.
apologies for that,
Try this
everyone. Um,
It's your first time, Fang. Ghost looks at you. Let's maybe give it another try. Maybe focus a little bit better this time.
Well, you
I
did hurt
appreciate
my
the,
dog pretty bad, so let's not do
Well,
that again.
Cuomo is looking even rougher than Brutus, but
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
not the flex you think it is.
You could always just leave them on the ship.
That's honestly,
all right.
that'd be wise. But I guess we could use all the fighting force that we can have.
I don't know if a dog and a bird are really going to help, but okay.
I mean,
Not remember? Oh, you don't remember? You've never seen Brutus in action. He used to destroy little fuckers.
yeah, but if I may, we didn't take Cuomo and Brutus into Narvi's temple. We didn't take them into the Underdark.
Well, that's because we couldn't fit them in most places. Like Cuomo is a giant bird.
I get that, but again,
It could be handy to have a giant bird when we're in a giant kingdom where fleeing from undead.
you want me to try
Just
one more
saying.
time with everyone?
I think so.
Okay. All right. I will.
Yes, they're your pets.
Do.
And I do love chicken.
You can fuck off.
Just
But,
don't
don't
fuck
get
it
me
up
wrong,
as bad as you just did.
Spare ribs are good too. And I look over at Brutus.
I can't believe you rolled a 1.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty, can't fuck
Alright.
that up that bad again.
Yep.
Okay?
Goes. Maybe I wasn't. You're right.
Kenny.
Maybe I wasn't focusing hard enough. All right. I'm visualizing where Solrak used to go. Think, Fang. Think.
11.
Sweet fucking Jesus.
As Fang
Is that still with the D4?
doesn't
The
matter.
D4
For
doesn't
for
matter.
100.
No, it doesn't really matter. It's a T100. Yeah, he's beat.
As
Goddamn.
Fang focuses in on this, you guys all kind of like hold tight as like you're all kind of like shielding yourselves a little bit as Fang focuses on the helm, and just a little explosion happens this time. I need another con save from everyone.
Jesus. Plus
19.
17.
So
Every D100 I've rolled has ended with a 1.
that's kind of crazy.
It's 31, 11, and 1.
Well, let's go for a higher end this time. So con
For 91.
saves. Bum. If you got under 15, you take the full 10 damage. If you rolled higher, you take 5 damage.
Nice.
Thank the Lord.
Cuomo, as this explodes, gets thrown against the interior ship wall and is looking quite rough. Goes up to you, Fang, kind of shaking with its tail, head kind of bowed down a little bit, looking scared.
Guys,
Trust
maybe Fang is not the person to be doing this anymore.
I will say, you're the one whose place it is. I don't know if you want to put the hat on and just take us to where you think.
Yeah, but then we have to wait another hour for him to kind of figure out how this thing works. Let me heal Cuomo. It'll be okay. As I just kind of place my hand, just kind of start massaging Cuomo, and spend a key point to use Hand of Healing on him.
Sure.
The only thing I'll say is, I think
So
it
he
might
gets
make
7 health back.
if you know where you're going, it might make it a little easier.
Yeah, but it's wait an hour, kind of, fuck it. We're gonna try it again. I mean, there is really only one more charge on it.
And are you sure that the person who's never seen or been to the place that we're going to is going to be the one to visualize us teleporting there? Or maybe we take an hour and let the person who's been there, childhood's developed there, understands the place, knows all the leaves, should visualize that teleportation spell. It's up
Yeah,
to you.
maybe
guys.
the odds will be smaller than 100. You know. Like
I don't know, I'm just saying.
20.
I mean, if you want to
Like,
try it again, that's fine. Or we could take an hour.
Like 1 out of 20 instead of 1 of 100.
Well, Solrak, if you roll a d20 or you roll a d100, the odds are still 50% of you rolling below or higher. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
There's
No, I
just,
don't
there's just
know.
more.
Open
there's
up-
just-
Okay,
Open
what
up
are you
the
talking about,
spell
a
and look at what
D20?
you're doing. Open up the spell and look what you're doing.
Yeah, but if
So
he can't communicate it, how come he can't
so he's this, you're getting a description of it, Luke. To be able to succeed and get on target, you have to roll 74 to 100. If Carlos does it, he has to roll 25 to 100.
Oh, then yeah, I'm gonna fucking give it to him.
Just let me just hit one of these.
And I pass it over
Okay.
to Solrak.
And yeah.
It's
So that
just,
means
you
you have
know,
to
the way the
unattune from
teleport spell
something.
works. But yeah.
Yeah, you have to unattune from something though. So
I'm gonna unattune from the belt of Hill Giant Strength for now. And attune to that thing. What's it called again?
Home of teleportation.
I guess it only has one use anyway, so. Hill Giant Strength. Okay, and then I roll a D100.
Yeah, so after an hour goes by of you focusing your energy on it, you feel like you've gotten a little bit of understanding of how to potentially use this. You focus inwards on this familiar scene of the veil outside of Daggerford, and you begin to focus inward to try to teleport. Are you teleporting the same 7 of you still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll that D100 then whenever you're
can
ready.
I've been there as well. Can I help him with this?
There's no more help than someone that's grown up there and lived there and doing it, and really nothing like that on a teleport spell
Let's just hope for
regardless.
the best.
Shit in the woods.
Okay. Would a D100 like this classify under lucky or
Nope.
reroll? No, nothing. Okay. Well, just hope.
Don't roll a 5 or under.
That. Oh yeah. 39.
39.
39.
Okay.
39.
With this, Solak focuses in and pictures this exact memory he described to Fang prior, but as he's focusing on this memory, he digs even deeper to these memories that are pressed back even further, and sees this beautiful golden veil in the rolling hills, and in the distance, the river that flows from those the tree line and the veil up towards Daggerford and out to the Sword Coast. And with this focusing in, you guys all blink out of this area where you find yourselves, and find yourselves in a densely thick wooded area underneath the darkness. Solrak looks around, and this area seems very familiar to you. You look around, and there's a tree right by where you landed, and you go over to the tree for a moment, and you kind of brush away some of the vines that have started to grow up on it and decay, and you see a scratched-in heart on the tree with S and J inscribed on it.
I look over at the crew. And I get a big smile on my face. We're here.
As you say that, you can hear some hushed voices in the distance, and you look over, and you can see some lights illuminated in the thick of the woods.
I'm gonna take a listen to see if I recognize the voices.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
And I got advantage on that because it's hearing. Ooh, a 7.
Yeah, as you're listening out, kind of like very hushed, muffled voices, so it's hard to make out like specific details of anything. But as mentioned, yeah, you just see some like glowing lights flickering out that way as well.
Say, guys, I can't make out who that is, but if I had to guess, I think that's our peeps.
Well, there's
So
only one way
who's-
to find out.
Who's Jay, Solrak?
Say, don't worry about it. And walk away. Not ready to be that vulnerable.
I lean back to Fane.
He loves him some John, doesn't he?
That's the same thing I was thinking there, Wilma.
That's what it is. It's God. And as I don't answer his question, though, I get thoughts of carving the initials there with my love when we were just starting to see each other. And, ooh, I'm not gonna lie, it hurts. It hurts big time thinking of that.
Yeah,
It hurts big time.
yeah, it's brings up old memories, which were once good times are now nothing but scars, and all that remains is that scar tissue that hurts deeply, and seeing this visible scar upon the tree just reminds you of those exact scars that you hold within yourself, within your heart, so symbolically spoken as you see that before you, but shake that off, as Solrak does, swallows it, and knows that you need to push on.
Hey. And I'm gonna keep going towards the voices.
Okay. Are you guys doing this with a stealthy approach, or are you...
Yes.
Okay.
Stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so moving slowly, go ahead and make a stealth check for me as you guys make your way on over to this direction.
Everybody.
Yes, everyone, please.
I'll check. Plus.
Even ghost
Wait,
people.
did I get a D4 on that?
Nah,
No.
it's only for saving throws.
Okay. 12.
Fang? I heard his voice at one point.
He did.
There he goes.
I say he did.
20, cool. So you guys sneak on over tree line to tree line, making your way over here. You have Lornazel and Gosa sneaking behind you as well. Cuomo and Brutus sneaking up right behind you. And staying a little bit further behind, though, knowing to let you guys take the lead. And as you push on further and further up, you get behind a couple of trees where you can see a nice view of what looks like a makeshift camp setup. See a couple of humanoid figures roaming about throughout the different types of camps or tents that they have set up. You see a large bonfire in the center, a couple of smaller ones scattered around the sides, and all sorts of like crates and boxes and looks like supplies of sorts scattered around these as well.
I'm gonna look on the boxes. Is there any Xantarum signals on them?
I'd say with your go ahead and make a perception check. Your passive might catch something else, but
Perception.
yeah. So you look around and look at the boxes and whatnot, and there's a couple that are closer towards like there's like a makeshift wall, kind of wooden barricade that goes around this camp here. There's a couple of crates that are a little bit closer to the wall that you guys stand at, and you don't see any insignias of any sort of like black dragons in flight on that at all. What you happen to do see is no sorts of like real insignias at all. They all seem to be like have some sort of like stamps from different shops and things like that.
This must be the Waterdeep cache.
Yeah.
I think this is friendly, guys.
Keep pushing in.
Okay. So going into the camp now.
Yep.
Okay. As you guys push further and further towards this camp, still a little bit stealthily, you make your way on up as you push through the walls and look around your shoulder. And Wilma, as you're just about to walk through, or you just make your way through the gate, you hear as something's moving to your right side, and you look over. Before you can see what it is, you get tackled to the ground. And And
Do I see it in front of me?
yep, as you look over Solrak, you see a little goblin carrying a sword about appropriate size for him, and in his hands tackle Wilma, and then puts his hands on her chest and like throws her down to the ground, and then looks up at you guys. Solrak and Fang says, "Solrak, Fang," and he's like, it's Snert. You don't remember me?"
Oh my God! How are you doing, little guy?
Oh, I'm doing
Good
great.
hit.
It's good to see you. As he looks over, he says, "Gryark, Galvin, look, it's Solrak Fang." As you look over to your right, you see Gryhark, the barbarian that you guys saved from Grudhog, and Galvin, the member of the Emerald Enclave, both over there with a pack of barbarians behind Gryhark and a pack of elves and men decorated in natural regalia behind Galvin, members of the Emerald Enclave, and they both kind of give you a signal. And you begin to look around now as you see all sorts of familiar faces. To the left, you look over, you see Sildar Hallwinter and Byron Solrak, your best friend from Neverwinter, member of the Lord's Alliance, with Gundren Rockseeker, a bunch of other members of the Lord's Alliance down here. Gundren looks at you guys, lifts up his axe and says, "Hey, hey!" And you guys look on over, you see a tent full of harpers all gathered around a table strategizing and looking over what needs to be done, what has been done, and what they can do. You look up further and you see a pack of unruly dwarves with foaming mugs all cheersing each other, a couple of them sharpening their blades, as you see Reginald Roundshield and King Harneth and King Morin of Citadel Adbar and Citadel Felbar respectively, with the hundreds of dwarves behind them ready for battle. You look over to the northwest and you see the Temple of Lathander all gathered together, sorts of clerics and priests and paladins gathered and ready, sitting in prayer and getting ready for this battle. As you guys all look around here, you see a welcoming scene of all these people that you've helped all throughout your travels and your adventures along the way, and everyone says, "To the Wrecking Crew!" And everyone's, "Hey, hey, Wrecking Crew!" And everyone gives a nice cheers, and Moon Lord Daviana walks out and says, kind of gives you guys a bow, says, "Wrecking Crew, we've been waiting for your appearance for quite some time now." As you can see, as she looks up to the sky, the umbral eclipse is upon us, and you're just in time. Please, come here. We have lots to discuss.
And I waste no time. I follow.
As you begin to follow, you guys all go up towards that tent up there. Snert says, "Hey, I'll be over here if you guys want to grab a drink later." He goes running back over to Galvin, and Galvin kind of just shakes his head as Snert comes running on over, and he kind of pats his head and gives him like a noogie. And you guys all begin to run on up and meet up with Moon Lord Daviana. She takes you into a tent where they're planning a bunch of action and their strategies. Fang, you look up to the north as a humanoid figure catches your eye walking out of this white tent to the north. You see a blue-skinned male walking out of there, kind of approaching, and kind of gives you a sheepish wave and says, "Hey, Fang, I brought someone. I hope you don't mind." He looks back, and crisscross applesauce floating out of the tent comes Master Kuki, with sitting in prayer and meditation, his hair up in a top knot. He looks over at you, Fang, as he opens up his eyes and says, "You're always full of surprises, little Fang. Always full of surprises. But one thing that will never surprise me about you is your willingness and dedication to help those in need. I couldn't let that fall by the side, and, well, Misa and I made our way here as quickly as we could."
And excuse me for just one moment. I was hoping Misa would be. Well, I was also hoping Master would be here, but after what you had said to me the last time we saw each other, I didn't think that much of what I was doing was of your approval, and honestly, to see you here today, wow, it means a lot. And honestly, I've only been doing what I have been doing for the sake of saving Faerun, and it's what I thought was best for not just for myself, for the wrecking crew, and honestly, just all of the friends and family that I've made along the trip here. So, Master, I'm honestly speechless. Thank you for making it here, and Misa, it's always so good to see you. Master, it's so good to see you as well. This is, oh my God, I don't even know what to say. This is amazing right now.
Well, save your words. Time is precious right now. The Moon Lord requires you, and when the time is right, or when time is available, we can catch back up and speak of the great successes that we had here.
You certainly said it best, Master. Yeah, I give them both a big old hug. I'll be right back. You're right. The Moon Lord and the gang needs me at the moment. I'll be right back. And I hurry back over.
Yeah. So you hurry back over. Moon Lord is greeting Wilma and Solrak already, and says, "Wrecking Crew, what you have done with the Elder Brain and the colony that they have formed, it seems that you have severely weakened the forces at hand here. From what we have seen, everyone seemed to prior be working in unison as if they're all with one mind, but in just recent days, I'm assuming with your efforts, this communication has broken down amongst them, and we see an opportunity now to be able to get into the gate's walls and finally take care of looks over at Solrak, at your Uncle Rubius."
Good. Now that we've broken the hive mind, we can use their weaknesses to exploit them. Because I'm telling you, I feel like a lot of those people there are serving Narvi and Rubius's forces. Might be there against their will, so there might be something that benefits us moving forward.
I'm certain that there
By
is
the
some truth
way,
to that.
and I look around over at everyone, Narvi is mine. No one here kills that son of a bitch but me. Understood? I look around.
Moonlord kind of steps up and says, "If the kill is to be yours, by all means take it, Solrak, but if there are other means and opportunities, we will not be shy to take them."
Said that son of a bitch took everything from me. He is to be killed by my hand.
We understand
I just look at him.
the efforts that you have put in gathering us. It might as well be by your hands. If it is by, she kind of gestures around to everyone around here, if it is by the hands of any one of these here that you have gathered, if it wasn't for you, we would not all be unified like this.
Thank you, my friend. I promise I won't miss.
That's good.
I sit back. And while we're planning, can I actually attune or something
Yeah, sure.
while we're doing this meeting? Cool.
Yeah, as you guys are all kind of talking and having this meeting, she would say, kind of have you guys around a table within this tent here, as they have like a map laid out of Daggerford before her, circling the north entrance, the east entrance, and the southernmost entrance. You guys would see that Castle Dewclaw, Solrak's home castle, is like on the northern end of Daggerford, but that of course is like where it's pretty heavily guarded and secured. She says that down on the south end here, we have seemed to find it's going to be the most successful with us attempting to get in beyond the gate's walls, if that's the case. The amount of undead that is down there is significantly less than in amongst the other areas of the city and the outer walls. We have noticed that there are 2 humans down there, male, maybe in their 30s or so, blonde hair, that are down there that seem to be leading the pack. Sorekt, would you happen to have any idea of who these people are? As she describes these, they sound very familiar to you as a very familiar set of brothers that you know, your cousins, of course.
Rick and Khan Jr., those little bastards, and I smile big at the crew. These are the weak sons of bitches I was talking about. Those are our inn. That is the force we must exploit. They are terrible leaders, and I'm sure they will crumble.
Noted. With that in mind, then, do you think that you all, the Wrecking Crew, should be able to exploit those southernmost gates while we overpower the northern and the east gates and draw attention that way as much as possible?
That's wise.
Alright, well then, it shall be. We'll gather the forces, everyone getting ready as we are, get one last meal.
Is this everyone?
As you look around,
Look at.
there's hundreds of people here. And I don't have them on the map right here, but
Yeah,
there's-
but I kind of look at Solrak and Fang, and I go, like
Really, really tall people. I feel like I'd be seeing a couple people over. I feel like there'd be a couple more people that we notice here. Just kind of like.
By the way, I'm actually attuning to my oath bow. It is the time.
okay.
Did a horde of giants make their way down here as well? I feel like we're missing a couple.
And as I
For harsh
as
night.
I look around the camp, I see the dwarves, I see Fang's people, I see just this guy in the northwest with just these magnificent calves. And I don't know who anybody else is, but I'm just like, holy shit, look at those things. And I mean, I don't know who any of these fucking people are, but I'm flipping through the book and I see highlights and blue hair, red shield, and all this shit. And I'm like, oh, well, this is nice.
You're looking around, and Daviano would say, oh, I haven't ran into anyone that you speak of like that yet, but are there supposed to be more forces coming our way?
I just look at her dead in the eyes and I go,
We need the giants. Where's Harshnag?
No sooner that you start to say that, you feel the earth below your feet start to rumble. Boom, 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 boom. Trees are shaking, and you watch as the tree line blocking, surrounding the entrance of the camp here. You watch as some of the trees just split down, being pushed to the sides, and you hear a roaring voice say, "Here comes Harshnag!" Stomping through. You guys see Harshnag pushing through the trees and boom, boom, stomping around.
Well, it's a big show.
Snurk goes running around, diving underneath the tent. As soon as he sees them, it's like, fuck this shit! And you guys see Harshnag come stomping out here, makes his way on over to Solrak, and just one hand scoops Solrak up and picks you up and says, "Hey, little buddy."
Oh, shit. And I go to give him a high five. The next hand is much bigger.
Yeah, it's like, and he says, "Oh man, buddy, it's good to see you again. Last time I saw you, we're sending you off. Didn't know how things were gonna go. Up, down, left, right, sour, sweet. I see that you came out on top as you normally do."
Hey, you know what I say? I'm too sweet to be sour, and baby, I got the power. Oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Well, Harshnag's here. What's the deal? Breaking some fucking skulls?
goddamn right. Gonna pull a little double pronged attack on these Daggerford forces. So I would say that I would rather you join us on our side of it.
As you say that, you get distracted as you hear a war horn go off in the distance, and it reverberates. uh, it everyone kind of stops in their tracks as it sounds almost like a beast. Solrak, as you listen to this, and Fang, it sounds like a Yeti call coming out to you guys, and you're like looking around in this area like a Yeti, and then through the darkness, you guys looking down in the distance of like where that sound came from. You hear, "Have room for one more," as Chakapi and Bleak Sky at Morning, along with a tribe of Goliaths behind them, come walking into the camp.
Rocky! And I run to him like Apollo Creed and Rocky running at each other on the beach, you know, in the slow-mo when they do like that hug in their little booty shorts. I like scoop him up and spin him around. Rocky!
Solrak, good to see you, friend. I bring more friends to help your village as you bring friends to help my village.
Oh, Chucky, you're a king among men. Thank you, my brother.
No, my friend,
And I give him.
you must be the king amongst these men, as you are supposed to be.
And I give him a bow, respectfully. And a little tear comes down my eye.
Hey, he looks around. Where's the funny little man? The brain, or the heart? I forget which one he was.
Fillmore, fortunately, is not with us at this moment. Well, kinda is with us, and I pull him out. This dusty ashes.
He looks at the dust and says,
What?
"That is Wilmore."
That's right. But trust me, my friend. He went out like a little badass that he was, and we'll bring him back. It's the last thing I do.
You see a single tear roll down his cheek, and he, like, you can hear him like fighting back like the tears, and like he huffs his chest a little bit and wipes away that tear and says, "Little man, big fight in him. Shocky will miss him deeply. We must fight for Wilmore, in his honor, in his memory. We kill these bastards."
You just hear Wilma's been in the back doing shit right now, and you just hear her kind of chime up as Chocopee says that, and she goes, "Wilmore will get his revenge. But in the meantime," she takes that bowl and she throws it into this giant fire in front of us, and it turns into a giant yak that's on a spit and is just turning with an apple in its mouth, and a table just appears out of nowhere with a horn of plenty and roasted knucklehead trout
Yeah.
and everything, and she just sits there and goes, "But now we eat, because if the sun doesn't rise tomorrow, then well, it's darkness forever. So heroes, have a bite." And she kind of like turns to Solrak and Fang and Harshnag, Chocopee, Reginald Roundshield, like the big ones,
Yeah.
and just kind of invites them all to this big table of just plenty. so everybody can eat and drink and just have a nice breakfast. And that's going to be Heroes Feast.
Love it. Go ahead and link that in the chat so that Fang and Solrak knows what that does, how badass a Hero's Feast is.
Find it.
Yeah, so Wilma gives a nice cheers to the group around here, looking around at it. A couple of familiar faces, but most of them brand new to her, but very welcoming nonetheless, as she is a part of the Wrecking Crew, and being a part of the Wrecking Crew is being one of the heroes of prophecy here in Faerun. And with this, everyone drinks, eats, has a moment to themselves, has a moment together as they celebrate, as they say their prayers, as they remember lost ones and think about ones that they are here to save and protect and usher in a new dawn. And with this, is there anything that anyone wants to close out with before we
So while the
end the
feast
night?
is going on,
Mhm.
you guys notice she takes like one bite of food and then she doesn't touch any of the booze pretty much nonstop. And at the very end, she pulls out one of her last cups, sprinkles some silver dust in it, and drinks it. And she's going to devote herself to her to Sharis as well. So she gets that too.
Cool. As you guys are all celebrating, cheersing each other and everything, anything that you guys want to close out on? As you know, maybe each one of you guys makes a cheers or a speech or something like that, if you'd like to.
Our last then.
Wilma, do you want to add anything else to what you said already, or?
As the meal is being eaten, she's kind of hosting it. So she just kind of goes around to each person and shares with them a little story in the book that Wilmore had of them. Chocobee, he was your favorite, but don't tell anyone. She goes to Harshnag. He was your favorite, but don't tell anyone. And she goes all the way around, and then he gets to Fang and Solrak, and he just kind of looks at them both and like grabs them both together, and it's like, he was your favorite, and you were his. Yeah, that's really all he had to say, and just kind of moves on.
Fang,
That's it.
anything that you want to add?
I kind of stand up at our feast, hold my drink up, and well, I don't think I got to meet everyone here. But I know that I certainly feel one with everyone here, despite not meeting you, every single one of you. This is again, whether if I met you or not, we are and have become family, and this isn't just for us and our family, but this is for all the good people of Faerun. We've done what we could thus far for every single one of you, and we've got one more good fight in us to help save everyone. So it's been a pleasure being along this journey with every single one of you, and let's give it one more battle to the Wrecking Crew and every single one of you.
To the Wrecking Crew and all of us. They all kind of cheers to you with that. A couple of them that haven't met you before put their arms around you and welcome you graciously and gratefully. A couple of them kind of rub your head for good luck, as they've heard that's the thing to do. Solrak, anything to add?
When Fang gets that cheer, I take a big gulp of my drink, and then I put it down for a second, and then I look around at everybody. I say, brothers and sisters, thank you for your efforts. Thank you for offering your lives and your souls to this cause. Tonight, We dine with our brothers and sisters in battle. For tomorrow, we might die next to them. But I promise you, I will give it everything in my body and in my soul to make sure we all come out of this alive and together. And I promise you, when this is all over, you will be free from tyrants like Narvi and that son of a bitch Rubius. You will be free from the hell that they have brought to these realms. You will be free from the evil that they have freed on your families and your loved ones. Tomorrow, we give it everything we got. Tomorrow, we take those bastards to the hell that they have brought to us. And we're gonna do this, not just for Daggerford, but for the world. And I raise my glass, I say, fuck Narvi! Fuck Rubius! Fuck those evil bastards! Their heads will roll! And I roar, and I fucking...
Everyone erupts with a roar. Everyone's cheering. You see blades go up in the air. Foaming mugs go up. Fist, torches. Everyone just with excitement and unison cheering, roaring this battle call all together as you guys all drink and eat in unison and get ready for what is about to come, knowing that the siege on Daggerford lays before you. And that is where we will pick it up the next time we get together. All right. Well, great game, guys. Thank you for playing. Anything to add before we sign off for the night?
Let's go.
Oh, man.
Let's go, indeed. All right, well, we'll catch you guys sometime this week, either Sunday or maybe we'll squeeze a shorty in on Thursday or whatever. But with that said, man, oh man, go ahead and take that short rest and look out for those goblins under the stairs. We'll catch you guys the next time. Take care.
It's on, y'all.